by and by, and I'd crawl everyone all over again, just to gaze in those beautiful eyes.
Hey, thanks for coming, and welcome to my little man cave. Very honored today to have a traveling singer-songwriter, author from Nashville, Kentucky, Rob Monihan.
Well, first of all, I'm not from Nashville, Kentucky. I'm from Lexington.
So sorry.
Which is the horse capital of the world. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that. And who am I? Well, I've been searching for that for 65 years. When I catch up with it, I'll let you know. But at this point, I'm not sure I really know. I'm a composite of a lot of eccentrically crazy things and people. So the best thing about it is I've got a wonderful family. And they kind of keep me on the straight and narrow.
I know you got a ridiculous brother.
Oh, I got 3 ridiculous brothers, but the one here in Atlanta is by far my favorite in my...
Shout out to Sean Monihan. Rob, this podcast is going to be centered on music, where it comes from, what you do with it, and where it's taking you. So can you talk just for a brief second about why you play guitar? What motivates you to play guitar?
Peter, Paul, and Mary got me started, Neil, when I was a senior in high school in 1964. I joined this little singing group, and then I joined a second singing group, and then I joined a third singing group, and then this lady and I decided that we would get together. Well, we all 4 joined, became a part of the talent show in our senior year, and those groups came in first, second, third, fourth.
Oh.
And, you know, they were all folk groups. The Letterman was a lot of it. But Peter, Paul, and Mary, by far, and Gordon Lightfoot are who really have been the source of my muse, if you will, my passion.
Okay.
They're the ones that lit me on fire.
Okay.
And so far it hasn't burned.
Would you say that through the years you've mostly been doing covers in that format, or have you always strived to do something original and unique, specific to you?
Well, I tell you, that's a really interesting question. When I went in the Air Force, I spent 4 years overseas during the Vietnam War. Now, I was never in harm's way. But the morning I woke up in Karamazov, Turkey, where there was no television, there were no women, but me and my guitar, I decided not only was I going to play it, but I was going to start capturing my thoughts into songs. And I surprised myself. It's like my poetry. I don't know where it comes from, but it just comes. And I'm able enough to capture it. And that's it right there.
Would you say that it's been a friend or an enemy?
Oh, Lord, a friend. I mean, more than a friend. It's my soul. It's such a part of me. I can't go anywhere without it. It's going to find me and track me down and say, "Get over here."
Well, that's great. I'll tell you what. Let's let you play for a little bit, and then we'll come back and chat after that.
Where the bonny blue skies are so pretty and fair, so crystal and clear, like the blue in Elizabeth Isle. Once was so proud, I was king of the jungle, and I roared out loud. But you hunted me till I was gone, no longer here alive. And you know I always trusted you to help me survive. Now you bring around your children to see me in my cage, and the only thing I live for is to run free someday. You used to wear my pretty coat because it was so rare. Then you'd hang my head above your bed, black in my blue skies, poison my time. Now you cut down my forest, I've got no place to hide. You beat my baby sleep. How do you tell her it's over? How do you say goodbye, friend? How do you break someone's heart like that without breaking yourself again? How do you say you don't love her when she's squeezing you, holding you tight? Would be a sin to deceive her again. Yes, I'll be leaving tonight. Yes, I'll be leaving tonight. I've got to get out of her sight. I can't stay behind and break that girl's mind. Yes, I'll be leaving tonight. Now that I've finally decided, why should I bother to care? But I hope when I'm gone she don't take too long. Find something. You know, I'll be back, but it's only really good part. Really good.
Now, that song was highly controversial. It had all the drug, connections, but you feel like it's a good message.
Oh, well, I watched Peter Yarrow sing it on Wood Songs 2 weeks ago.
Why don't we wrap this up with a selfless plug? Tell us about your 3 novels and the 2 that are coming down. Let's sell some books.
Well, I have a series of novels called the Kentucky Chronicles, and right now they comprise 3 stories, the first of which is called The Thoroughbred Conspiracy. And this is a plot to control the thoroughbred industry with a genetic poison that gets out of control. I wrote this story in 1996. If you've ever heard of male reproductive loss syndrome, that happened in Lexington in central Kentucky area in 2001. That was when all the thoroughbred babies started dying. Derby Day, there were 74 dead thoroughbred carcasses brought in to the Gluck Equine Research Center. I wrote this exact same story, almost verbatim, 5 years before it came out.
Wow.
So Kenny Rice, on an interview on a sports talk radio show, when he was asked about me, said that I am, what did he said, Rod Serling meets Dick Fay. So that's on the cover of my books. The second novel is the sequel to The Thoroughbred Conspiracy, and it's a steamy, I don't know, Neil, I don't know what it's a steamy romance.
Less of a thriller, more of a romance.
Well, it's still got all the pieces, parts, the murder, the kidnap, and all that, but it's got a steamy romance. It's called Bluegrass Betrayal at the end of this year.
And where can people interested find these and order them online?
Well, they can go to my website, robertmonihan.net, that's all one word, or they can go to Amazon, or if they go to a place called smashwords.com, they can get the first book in e-format, downloadable, and that's free. So, and you can't beat that offer.
Can't beat that. robertmonihan.net. Thank you for coming today. Really appreciate it.
My
Love your
pleasure.
music.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right.